Those people who are assessed by law enforcement as impacted by domestic violence and highlighted as high risk for increased violence or fatality are connected with LAP hotline advocates while on scene. This immediate connection initiates the protection of the victim by offering to provide immediate supportive services and safety planning.
The conversation between the victim and the advocate also informs the victim of options and resources available, so people can make informed choices for themselves.
The LAP advocate can also respond without an immediate arrest, as the investigation may need to be continued and a warrant approved. This space in time highlights the importance of the connection between the officer and the LAP advocate to assist the victimized person.
The LAP advocate provides continued safety planning, counseling, and direct support to assist with the victim's goals for themselves, as well as their family after the initial response by law enforcement. The LAP Response Partnership understands that timely assistance is critical and is committed to responding in a way that prioritizes well-being, stability, and a sense of security.
In Connecticut, domestic violence cases are arraigned the first business day following police intervention. This ensures that a court-ordered protective order can be issued immediately. Each police department sends their domestic violence reports to the local state's attorney's office, where ultimately a referral can be made to the court-based Family Violence Victim Advocates, or FVVAs. FVVAs are the court liaisons for victims in domestic violence cases. They follow the cases from arraignment through disposition to give victims a voice through the criminal justice process, as well as provide information and referrals. Before the arraignment hearing can begin, FEVAs utilize the police reports and LAP assessments provided by the officers and hotline advocates to familiarize themselves with the circumstances of the case and make contact with the victim. While the goal of this initial contact is to introduce the victim to the criminal justice process, FEVAs use their expertise to screen each client's needs and make appropriate referrals for community resources.
Trauma can present differently from person to person. Often when an officer is speaking to a victim at the scene, the victim may not be forthcoming due to their own body's response to the trauma they've experienced.
By the time the FEVA reaches out for arraignment, many victims have had the time to process the events that have occurred. They may be ready to discuss their situation and share more information that they may not have during the initial LAP assessment. When this multidisciplinary approach is successful, FEVAs are simply picking up where the officers left off to connect victims to services that can ultimately save lives.